Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. We have reached episode number 25, and we are in January year 3. As you can see, we've had a lovely little bit of snowfall, which is nice. The ground has been covered with a little bit of a dusting, and it's meant to be a sunny day, so I'm not sure how long this snow will stick around. But between last time and this morning, the bunker has been nicely cleared out by our conveyor, but I think it's reached the furthest distance that it can, so we are going to have to get another conveyor, I think, to make sure that we can get all the way to the back of the bunker. And we've had a nice flurry of BGA profits overnight thanks to that. Now it looks like the sawmill has been busy. We stopped it from directly selling all of the wood goods to the warehouse, and it has been stocking up all of the materials. So we've got planks, plank long, wood beams and prefabbed walls here, and that is all because we are building our new farmhouse, which is over in the distance. Yes, here it is, and it has completed a stage. I think I can see the pillars that make up the foundations that are stone. But for the next stage, we need to put in 5,000 litres of cement, 2,000 litres of plank long, and 1,000 litres of wood beams. So we'll have to see to that at some point later today. I think we've probably got enough of the wood, but Nordic and I will have to purchase the cement, I think, from the warehouse near the farmer's market. But the plan is for today that we are going to build a wood chipping station, and that's because the biomass heating plant has been left empty for quite a few weeks and months now, so we've not been gaining some of the income from that. And we often have lots of loose trees and branches, so we want to turn those into wood chips. So Nordic and I have spotted a nice wood chipping plant that we are going to build right here. And here it is in all its glory. It is quite the mechanism, and it has a little drive up ramp here where we can drop the wood into the crusher. I think it is a very light concrete here. It might actually be covered in snow for all I know. And there's a silo here which stores the wood chips. We can come and collect the wood chips from here if we wish to as well. But the plan is that it should automatically distribute to our biomass heating plant, which is over here, so we can get a steady income from burning wood chips. Right, we need to stash this with wood, so I think we've got a couple of trees to clear around it to make some space. But then after that, Nordic and I have plotted our next plot of land that we want to turn into a field. We were working over in this area last time, clearing some of the trees. But there is a nice clearing round the back here where there's some little clusters of trees that we can cut down and winch over to our little wood chipping plant. And that is going to serve nicely for the biomass heating plant. And of course, I can't forget that last month we bought the steer, and it's done a fantastic job so far. We're going to be using it again. And yes, once we have cleared the trees from that area, we are going to be doing some ploughing to turn that into a field. And I think Nordic and I have decided that it is time to upgrade our ploughs, so we have yes, more efficient ploughing going on. So I think that is the next job, isn't it, Nordic? We've got some trees to clear down, and yeah, we'll cut them and then get them winched. there we go. Nordic and I have cleared a fair amount of trees from that area and a couple around our new wood chipper. Nordic's just winched the last load in there, so we can shut down the steer and take a little look-see. Here we go. So we have got 20,216 litres in here. Let's see what we can do. Excellent. The wood shredder. Wow, it can take 1,000,000 litres of wood. That is pretty epic. But what we can do is we can activate this now. Oh, I think Nordic was probably doing that at the same time. So it's, yeah, there we go. And he has set it to distributing. So yeah, this is going to process 100 wood into 150 wood chips. And then it is going to distribute that between our sawmill and our biomass heating plant. And then, yeah, we should be keeping those well stocked. But I have a feeling that this is going to process quite quickly, so we'll have to keep it well stocked with wood. Well, it's a chipper day already. Pardon the pun. Right, it's time to get rid of the winches. I'll probably keep the front weight on. But yeah, we're going to head down to the dealership and buy some new plows, because we want to plough up the area where we've just cleared those trees. So yeah, Nordic is dropping off the winch. I will drop off the winch as well. And yeah, Nordic has got the stone clearing bucket on the front of the Fent. So we're going to be doing some stone clearing after we plough. However, I cannot stone clear with the steer because we do not have a front loader arm. So we'll probably have to revert back to the Massey. To be fair, I will probably swap over with Nordic once we get to the dealership, because yeah, give him a chance to drive the steer and we can use the Fent. I'm not sure if Nordic is picking up the old ploughs, because maybe we'll be selling them. There we go. Nordic kindly grabbed the plough for us because it's a little bit tight and we wouldn't have been able to get in there with the wide steer. Right, let's head off to the dealership. We can sell the old ploughs and buy some new ones. Might as well let Nordic overtake because he is the faster machine. Wow, it is nice seeing the new frontier covered in snow, and yeah, our fields have got some very infant crops in there, which is almost a little cover crop over winter to keep the ground from freezing. Yeah, it's really going to be quite exciting when harvest time comes around, because we've got more fields to use in the next season and more fields to harvest as well. Alright, we made it over here, and yeah, the visibility out of this cab is quite tricky, to be honest. Seem to be quite high in the seat, so difficult to see. Get a much better view out the back, that's for sure. Maybe I should drive in reverse. Right, let's drop off this plough, shall we? We can get them both sold. Fantastic, that's unhitched. I think Nordic will lower and sell his as well. Excellent. $11,152 from the sale of those, and I can show you what we're going to be buying next. So this is what we are getting, the Lizard MT, or 6MT, because we've got the 6 meter variant. And yeah, this costs $17,000. It's got a width of 6 meters, and I've got it in the classic Fent green, and we'll get a equivalent one for the steer. There we go, and the same but in the steer colours. Excellent, so $34,000 for the pair. There we go, I think that is pretty decent. I think Nordic was just customising that, putting a new number plate on it. Oh, there we go, New Frontier. Fantastic. Right, let's hop in the steer, start it up again, and yeah, we can grab our fantastic new plough. I got to say, I actually think I prefer the Fent one. Maybe I should have gone with black tines, but yeah, white is a bit more colour coordinated to the steer, and it also looks like it's a slightly lighter red, so maybe we can customize that on another time. But let's hitch up for now, and once it's raised we'll want to fold that into transport position. Yeah, we'll give Nordic a toot so he can go, and yeah, we'll join him back at the farm where we'll start to plough up that space. Holding away, and just like that, Nordic and I have carved out a new field for the farm. And it's quite an interesting field. It's got a nice shape and it's on a hill, and then there's definitely some moundy areas up towards the top, so that is quite interesting. We will of course welcome any names for this field. I might look at the map just so I can see the general shape of it, but it is behind our BGA and bunker and chicken farm, so could be something based on any of those things. Yeah, let's take a little look at the shape of it. Okay, yeah, definitely a bit of an odd shape. It almost looks like France or some sort of country, maybe a very basic shape of Africa or something. Yeah, who knows? Any name suggestions? Let me know. Right, that is the ploughing all done, so Nordic and I will go and don the buckets for doing the stone collecting. I will have to swap out from the steer to the Massey, and yeah, once we've collected the stones we can pile it up from where we had them piled before. What I might do actually is move the Massey out of the way, because I can't quite squeeze in there whilst the Massey's parked there. Grab the trusty stone bucket. And I can drop the plough off at the back here. I will drop the weight off there as well, I think. We're not going to need the combine, so stash the steer there. Alright, we can grab the weight with the Massey and head on back to where Nordic is to do some stone collecting. There we go. Stones dropped off. Nordic is doing the same. And yeah, it's always interesting doing stone picking that way. It's a little bit wibbly wobbly, dancing around the field and zigzagging to try and catch all the stones, and then sometimes the undulation makes the tractor rear up and yeah, you need to adjust as you go, but normally you just try and find a particular pitch of the bucket and then take it from there, really. But yeah, that didn't work out too badly, but it would be nice for Nordic and I to get some proper stone clearers if we need them in the future. Right, I think the plan is we might try and lime up that field, as yeah, we've got a good amount of time left. So what I might do is actually just park up the Massey as is. We are not going to need it probably for anything else today. Well, now that we are finished, the snow seems to have melted, but we're going to give the fields a dusting of our own with some lime. So I'm going to hop in the Fent. We will raise up the bucket so we can drive out of here successfully. And I think the spreader has solid fertilizer in it from last time. So we'll empty that out and fill it up with lime instead. I think Nordic has got the pallets of lime ready for us. There we go. Lime has gone in, so we can head over and lime up what we have just ploughed and stone picked. Despite it being winter, we've actually been able to do quite a good amount of field work and field prep, which is good news. Right, yeah, I guess we'll head in. We might even be able to lime up the field that we ploughed next to Veterans Park as well. Final dusting completed, and we've come and done the field next to Veterans Park as well. We did need to top up with lime as we'd run out, so we bought 8,000 litres, which is 4 bags worth, and that completely filled our spreader, and we're down to 54% now, so that's pretty good. We've got a good amount of lime left if we want to do some of the next fields that we will need to lime. Right, it's into the afternoon now, and I think the last job of today is to go and gather the next phase of materials for our farmhouse. So there's a good amount of wood that we need to collect, but there's also some cement, and yeah, we don't currently have any cement, so we will need to source that from the warehouse down by the farmers market. We will have to buy it, so it will cost us some money, but to be honest, I think we've probably got enough. The bank account's looking all right still. Just gingerly reversing the spreader in here, and then we can unhitch it and shut down the fent. we will hop in the pickup with Nordic, as I think he's gearing up to go and grab some of the materials. I'm not sure where he's going first. Maybe it'll be cement first and then wood materials. Excellent. So that's the materials in. We collected 5 pallets of cement from the warehouse. Well, we actually collected 7 because we accidentally sold 2, so we lost a bit of money, but delivered 5. And then 2 pallets of planks long and 1 pallet of wood beams. So that is busy wearing away again. Can't see what is next, but yeah. Look forward to seeing whatever the next stage is of our build. And yeah, I think that's the last job of today. So I just wanted to go and check in on our little wood chipper. I say little wood chipper, it is a rather large wood chipper. And see if we've been able to distribute some wood chips to the biomass heating plant. I'm hoping this hasn't ran out and gone through the wood chips too quickly. Oh yeah, it has. Materials missing, so it's gone through all the literage of wood chips. Let's see if we've got some distributed here. No, we haven't, so I'm guessing that has processed all as well. But there are some wood chips at the sawmill, so yeah, I'm wondering if all have been distributed to the sawmill, because we haven't actually got any of the wood chip recipes running, but we can kick those off now. Well, I think that's going to be a job on its own to keep this stocked. We'll have to do our very best to keep it as well stocked as we can do. And I think the chickens are being inspected by Nordic right now. We've still got a good amount of barley in there for feed. And this pallet is slowly building up with enough eggs. Yeah, the girls are doing well and reproducing as well, I see. We've got some little chicks here which have hatched thanks to the busy cockerel. But yeah, there we go. There we go. It has been a rather busy and varied day, but that is it for today. So I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. And if you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, feel free to leave a comment. But all that's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. And until then, catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.